Hey Diff Tech Group, Mrs. T here. Today I'm going to show you how to use inspiration. Some of you in first grade may already be familiar with it from a project earlier in the year, but we're going to go over it again so you feel confident to be able to do your reptiles project. When you open inspiration, you're going to see this blank unstarted, I guess, screen, and you're going to click on diagram right here. Then your blank untitled page will come up and it'll already have one bubble started for you, and that's where you're going to put your main idea or your topic to create a graphic organizer. Now you are going to be doing one on reptiles. Actually, you're going to do a double one. You're going to have one graphic organizer on reptiles, what makes a reptile, showing your learning from this module, and then one from your own reptile that you choose to create an inspiration on. So let's do an example to get started. If I wanted to do, for example, sports, for my example, I'm going to go ahead and on this main idea, bubble, put sports. Remember, hold down the shift key for capital. Okay, then just click outside the box. And we're going to go down here to this create, and it's going to create your graphic organizer. So where you point to, it's going to put the next bubble. So I click where I want it to go, and then I go to create. Okay? So if I want one here, click there, and I go down and click create. And then I can also type in these. So if I wanted to put, this is T's favorite sport to watch, baseball, I'd put it there. And if I wanted to put my favorite sport to play, myself, volleyball. And let's think of another great sport. I want it to go here. Oopsie. And if you do an oopsie doopsie like this, I clicked too fast. It was a fast clicker. You can go up here to the edit, and you can click on edit and then click on undo. And there you go. Voila. So another favorite sport to watch, hockey. Even though I never get any time to watch it anymore. Hockey. Alright, so let's say that these were all of the parts of my graphic organizer that I wanted to have. I can connect them with this part down here. I can link my main bubble to these bubbles. I can also, well, let's just do that first. So I click on this link, and I'm going to link from here to here. And I click on where I want it to go. Then I'm going to click again, link, another link to this bubble, and click here on my main idea, and then a link to my other bubble. And I've linked it together, and now I have a diagram that explains the main topic sports, and that there are different sports. There are baseball, there is volleyball, and then there's hockey. Now if I wanted to do even more, a more complex graphic organizer, I could also do some more bubbles off of these topics that are off of my main idea. And I might even want to change the shape. I might want to make it a cloud. Let's see if I can make it a cloud over here. Is it going to let me switch? Let's see. Yeah. So here's my different shape. I had to click on my space first and then click the shape I wanted, and then I could again link them right down here and then click on that to link here. Didn't work. Try it again. Yeah. And I don't want it that way, so I'm going to edit and do it. And I want to click on this one first to link from here, the subtopic of baseball, to this cloud, this topic. So then I could say a baseball needs a bat, a glove, and maybe I needed to do another cloud. So I would go back down here. And oopsie, I do not want that, so I'm going to edit, undo. Remember, I need to click the space and then the shape I want, the cloud. And now I can link them. Again, this is where I link. Oh, it's going to link backwards. Yep, so I have to edit, undo. I want to link from baseball to my subtopic. And then on here I would put a ball. Okay? So there, I have my little organizer on sports. My three main sports were hockey, volleyball, and baseball. And then off of these topics, I could also have little offshoots of details about this topic. Okay, so that's how you do a basic graphic organizer using Kidspiration. Oh, what? We're in Inspiration, not Kidspiration. Sorry about that. So what are you going to need to do? Wow. Let me X this one out. I don't want to save any changes to that. So when you come in, again, you're going to start your diagram. And you are going to need to put reptiles in this main box. Okay, put your cursor over to the end and backspace to delete if it becomes unhighlighted. So you're going to need to put reptiles. Reptiles, please spell it correctly. Look at in a book if you're not sure. And you are going to need to have as many details, facts about what makes a reptile shooting off of your organizer. So you can decide if you want to change the bubble shape. You can also change the size too by clicking a corner and dragging it. But all of these need to be the facts that make a reptile a reptile. And then you're going to need to link them from the main bubble reptiles to all your subtopics. Okay, so for example, reptiles. Oopsie, I don't want that, so I'm going to unclick it. Reptiles are vertebrates, so you could put vertebrates. Right. And they are also cold-blooded. So then you would write cold-blooded. And of course, you go from the main topic, reptiles, and then you link it to its characteristic that makes a reptile. So I would like you to please do one web on what makes a reptile a reptile. Show your learning. Show what you learned. And then the next thing that you're going to have to do, and you can choose if you want to do it on, oops, let me get a link, on this same slide. I'm A-okay with that. You could start another main web. Oh, it's going to let me. Let's see here. Nope, let's not do that. Let's edit undo. Let's not do that. Let's start a brand new one then, and let's do another one, diagram, in which you have the reptile that you've done your research on. So for example, you might choose the Komodo dragon. So the Komodo dragon is your topic, and you are going to do, sorry, I misspelled it there. Now I got it fixed up. Now you are going to have the little offshoot bubbles be all of the facts about a Komodo dragon. And of course you should include things about why it's a reptile. Prove to me that you know why it's a reptile. And lots of details about things like its habitat, what it eats, what it needs to survive, description and detail. So you can do, if Komodo dragons come in different colors, you could do some offshoots. Maybe make this one big, and then maybe have this bubble be that it's a reptile, and then another bubble over here telling about its habitat, and then of course you're going to connect these. Oh, wrong way, I'm always doing it backwards, sorry. You can always edit and undo, no need to panic. Always click on the one you want to start the arrow or link to, and then click the one you want it to go to. Okay, click here, then click there. Okay, and then unclick it. Habitat, I spelled wrong, so I can click on the bubble again and fix it up. And I didn't spell it right, so I can right click, and there's the correct spelling. And then maybe I want to have a different shape that is an offshoot from habitat, and I want to describe what it needs to have for its habitat. It needs to have clean air, and you could do another bubble. Oopsie, I didn't do that. Click in the space you want the bubble to go first, and then click on the shape. And then what else it needs. Does it need a dry environment? Does it need an environment by water and land? Does it need to have a certain temperature? All of the things that it needs for its habitat. And you can have all of your details come out all around of your organizer about your reptile. All the different details that you have collected in your research or the information that you have from the wiki. And connect all those. Boom. Remember, we're down here and up here. Oh, it's going to be backwards again. Edit, undo. You need to click where you want it to start, then click link, then go there. Click here, click here, click here, and click there. And all these little bubbles can be the topics that you want to tell us about, the details about your particular reptile. All right, so what are the rules? Definitely, you know you're up here to challenge yourself and do your best. You know you are up here working hard, staying focused and on task. Raise your hand if you have a question. Don't go into panic mode. Try to problem solve yourself first if you have to wait for a little bit of help. But if you have any questions, definitely raise your hand or definitely come back to this link and check it out. All right, so this is your project for your reptiles module. Have fun with it, go with it, and show me what you learned and challenge yourself. Thank you.